Wondered what it takes to get suspended from a driving range? Welcome to Range Rat. I'm Alex Myers, Golf Digest senior writer and driving range connoisseur. In this episode, I'm checking out the range at Griffith E. Harris Golf Course, aka the Griff in Greenwich, Connecticut. This is my home range and I spend more time here than I do in our company office. Okay, maybe we should cut that part out. As is usually the case, I made my way to my favorite spot that so far left Bernie Sanders would be proud. I took out my nicest golf glove and got to work. Kidding, I took out my crappy range glove. What's not crappy are the golf balls here. They're all yellow and they're pretty consistent, so I'll give them a 4.0 range buckets out of 5. But it's a bit of a mixed bag with the mats and the tees, so I'll give them a 2.7. Value is a solid 3.5 with 3 different sized buckets you can purchase, but the range setup is only a 3.1. For one, there are only 15 spots, so there's often a wait. And 2 of those spots are reserved for lefties, which I believe is too much based on the national percentage of southpaws in this country. There's also no covering for shade, so you can really work up a sweat in the summer. There is, however, a nice bench where you can sit and contemplate life, or just try to figure out why you keep hitting it thin. The worst part of the setup, though, is that when there are lessons on the other side of the range, and there are almost always lessons taking place, you're not allowed to hit golf balls past 230 yards. And the Griff reminds you about that. A lot. At one point, they had a sign up threatening suspension, and I've been scolded a couple times, even though I've lasered it, and there's a lot more room back there than they say. Anyway, on this day, there weren't any lessons, so I was free to grip it and rip it. And with this wooden wall as a cover, I also snagged a few balls when no one was looking. Shh, I don't want to get in trouble. Overall, I'm giving the Griff a 3.6 on the scale of my backyard to Augusta National. It gets a bonus for having a nice shady short game area and putting green, and for being as close as possible to the first tee so you can warm up right up until you get your name called to tee off. I also may have bumped it up a tad because, again, it's my go-to spot and I would like to be allowed back.